Don't be the Rex eyebrow. Good evening on this increasingly dark, hot, sticky, uncomfortable early summer, early June. This is Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing, where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind, probability-based trading alert and the Rex eyebrow. Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing, where you like, subscribe, and share for a one-of-a-kind, company-made computer software trading, probability-based, and technical analysis, company philosophy, as we're your most trusted source for blockchain technology and cryptocurrency breaking news and coin updates here on YouTube and in the cryptocurrency sphere. As when you think of old Vincenzo, that's right, you, yes, you, looking at yourself and listening out there in my audience. You think of truth and integrity, as that's right. Old Vincenzo's brought the most important thing back into the cryptocurrency space, truth and integrity, and we call out the fleece heisters and shysters, right? And the snake oil salesmen and the charlatans that are out there. And as you can see, what we got going on now, as we were talking about, we're in this channel and we're trying to break above this critical blue ring up here. And we've had a nice pump today. And right now we're currently right at the top of that yellow line that we drew out, and the blue fib circle that's even more important than the yellow line. And if this cannot hold this recent pump, it's going to give it all back. If it dips below this 200-day, this whole pump it just did, it'll give it back. But if it can come down and get some support, get some more volume, you can keep kicking on up. As you know, we do have an upper target that is sitting at 26.69% chance of coming up there on 3/16 Austin. I just whooped your ass, right? We updated it to 26.69% from 6.69% on 2/13. So you can see over a month's time, we got much more bullish. But now we're coming up to this critical overhead resistance right here where we hit this last time. But if you notice what we did last time, we topped out and rolled over. So we're going to pay attention for that in Bitcoin. XRP, it's still making its way up towards that upper target. Another good call by Vincenzo when we bought Bitcoin SV down there. You can see XLM kept bouncing off of this area that we were talking about. And just like XRP, it's rallied up to nearing upper resistance where we have these two arrows up there, right? ADA's followed the same thing. It's coming up here to the $1.06, and it did indeed hit that target that we put up there when the price was all down in here. And said if we break the 200-day into 2 or 3 of the 4-hour time frame, that 87 cents, back tested it like it did right there, held it as support like it did right there, you could pump up to this $1.06, and that would be where you would enter, because that would be a much safer trade than down here. Even though you get more profit, it's much more it's a much safer trade when you do this pump in the 3-hour, come back right on it. See it? It came right back on that 200-day. It holds, that's your buy signal, you buy it and you ride the pump all the way up to 106, and that would be your sell signal. And yes, you gave up the bottom, right? And the bottom was 15%, but that's a risky trade because you can see you could have bought the bottom here, gambled it would break, and it got rejected, right? But then when it held, you had a safe 25 to 30% trade, right? So that's what we were doing there, and that's what we talked about. Same thing with, what's this coin? DGB, right? But the coin we were in was Bitcoin SV, and we've had a phenomenal trade. You can see major support, green ring. This is back when we were talking about it, right? And then when it retested here, we put the buy alert out back on the 16th, 15th, right here. And we've just been riding the pump ever since, right? But now you can see if it breaks this area here, it's going to come back down here. So that's what we're watching out for. But our entry price, way down there at $77. So we've done fantastic, and congratulations to anybody that took that trade. Or the Ethereum Classic is the one that I really wish I would have took, because we had this where we had this circled down here as a low. When it came back down close to it, we said that's where we would target, and I waited for it. It didn't ever traded to the ring, but it traded over to the ring and then shot up. And you can see back on our analysis we did in that members only video a few weeks ago, that was our technical target breakout. And you can see it hit it dead on for a 75% gain, right? So it was a phenomenal gain. But then what we had, I have a coin request, SOLO. There it is. SOLO. I believe this is the coin Solo that yes, this looks like it. Oh, this is a new coin. So let's just get some basic lines here for some technical analysis, because technical analysis, you can only give it with the information that's there, and the information to do technical analysis, as you know, is the price action, right? And if it's a new coin, you don't have that much price action, therefore you don't have that much data to try to figure some stuff out and what's actually going on with the coins, right? I'm trying to make some coffee and I've just spilled it everywhere. Disaster. But you can see, so we got that. Let's get this going. I'm on my lunch break. We got that down there, so we got some major upper resistance. And then what I love to do is the volume indicator is a must. Figure out what we got going on there. Beautiful. Then we come into here, go to our rectangle, and I'll start putting these as I have more time. How to make a basic technical trading chart like Vincenzo, what moving averages, what. I only use 3 basic indicators, right? And I can show you how to do those on TradingView for free, right? Is on members only. I've been asked questions when I'm going to start doing that. I said be patient when this first came out, because I'm very busy. I have a full-time job, 7 days a week, usually traveling all the time, right? So it's a slow process to get it going, but the information is being uploaded. There will be uploads of monetary and fiscal policy Fridays for tomorrow, and then one for Monday. I know I missed the last week, but I was extremely busy and we had a lot of nonsense take place. But you can see we have that. Then I love putting a fib circle, right? Got to have the fib circle. And we're just going to do just a full lateral fib circle from the starting date to the current price, right? And that gives you some pretty good, just super simple and easy what we're looking at. So right now, what I would say is you have your major lower support. Obviously, when you draw the chart out, the chart's showing you it's down here as point at 31 cents is major support, right? The moving averages are trending down, but they're starting to slow, in which they are descending, which is a little less bearish. When they're so far down, coming down, it's very bearish. So what you're looking at is this overhead resistance and underneath supports coming to a head here. So is there, it's right on the 31 cents. So what you want to do here, if you're trying to play this, is with our industry exclusive price note, you're playing a breakout of this green line, right? This descending green line. And then you're playing to your upper resistance, your first one, right? Which would be all the way up here, right in the middle of this moving average, right? They're about 36 cents. So you're playing this pattern. If it comes back down and hits support, that's a buy zone, right? If you're playing this pattern. And then upper resistance, you're playing the breakout, right? If you're going to play the breakout, you can buy resistance or buy support, sell resistance at 33 cents, or you can buy support and hold, hope it breaks and comes up, right? Or if it don't, it comes back down, you just reload up and play that it's going to do it again later. You're just banking it's not breaking down, right? Because this is a critical fib circle, and this might do what the last one did. You can see it rode it support and then it broke, right? Same thing up here. See that? Same thing it did up here. It rolled the support. It traded between the 786 and the 618 for a very long time. Back here, it was playing. Let's get rid of this. This is going to be a little chopped together. Work keeps calling. But you can see the 618 was resistance, the 786 support, 618 resistance, 786 support, 618 resistance, 718 support, and then it finally flushed. So this whole area here, if you were using my 4 simple indicators, right, the fib circle, you could have been just buying, selling. Buy the 786, sell the 618. Buy the 786, sell the 618, right? It's easier said than done in hindsight, but it can be played and it can be done. If you're seeing with the fib circle and now you're right here, you go, well, if it comes back down to here, I'll buy it and then I'll run it. But then you could get into something like this where it's finally done and it's going to break down, and you can see it breaks down right to the next fib circle. That's why I love using these fib circles. It shows you in an easier, smoother, cleaner, super simple and easy way to identify where the buyers and the sellers are most likely to be. Just like here, you can see it ran on a huge pump and a big final wick, the 236 Fibonacci rejected it, and then you were trading using as support for a minute this 382, and then it flushed, and when it flushed, look right where it flushed to, Conveniently enough, the 50-day moving average is there, but also the 0.50 or the 50% retracement is there in the Fibonacci, right? And then when it came back up, it got rejected by the 382 when it used to be getting supported by this, because once it breaks old support, it becomes new resistance, right? You see that? And then it broke down, broke the 50% retracement Fibonacci, right? And came right to the 618. See how it does that? Then it straddles it, and then it breaks and comes to the 786, bounces off the 786, and that's when you went into this pattern for a very long time, right? Started back here in March, and it ran pretty much the whole year. It ran through March, right? It was a whole March this year. So you see what I'm talking about? So that's what you got going on here in SOL. And that's why you need to use these Fibonacci's. And you need to, I will start uploading these classes. Like I said, it's just, I've been very busy, and I told you it would be a slow to start, and then we would accelerate the information that goes on there. And I will continue to do that. And if you want to support the channel and want to learn, become a member of Jabroni Killers. By far, we've had 4 of the 5 of the best calls out of the last month out of anybody for 2 in a silver, Rivian, Amazon, Bitcoin SV. We've made out of on Rivian, Amazon, and for 2 in a silver, they were all 20% gainers, right? 20%. That would have paid for a lifetime membership. And Bitcoin SV, we're currently still in because we're up $10 a share, $10 a coin to be more precise. Sir, that's a coin. It's not a share, it's a coin. It's different, it's a coin. Yeah, I got you, buddy. It's a fucking coin. It's fucking coin. I got you. Right? So that's what you're doing on SOL. And shit out of luck coin. Maybe that's what that coin, SOL, shit out luck coin. Right? So it's SOLO coin. There's a SOL coin, but it's different. You can see Dent still bearish. And the Bitcoin, as we've been interrupted so many times, like we were talking about, it's pumping and the rest of it. So like, subscribe, and share to Vincenzo's Go Crypto Investing. Peace and love. Peace and love.